Bye. In holidays. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? It is me, Tom Origins. What am I doing here in the rain? Well, I'll tell you. I just dropped Helen off with her sister Liz and our two nieces, Charlotte and Ellie, so that they can go off to Gulliver's World. Well, sadly, it's not the nicest of weathers, so fingers crossed for them. Everything gets clear. Fingers crossed the rain stops for them and they have a nice trip at Gulliver's World theme park for the little ones. So hopefully it's all good for them. You can't pick the weather in England. You can't. It's just a problem of the weather. And that is why I have been very clever with where I've booked Helen for her surprise birthday trip. But to find out more, you'll have to stick around to see what we end up doing. I am going home because I have got a game to live stream that came out for free on Game Pass on my Xbox. So I'm going to live stream us playing that. And it's going to be good fun. We're going to do a live stream. We're going to try and do a big live stream, which means start the game live and just try and get it done. I'll Google how long the game usually takes to finish. And we normally get it done probably about an hour or an hour and a half shorter than the average. Tractor! Look at that tractor. That's cool. But yeah, should be good fun. They're off on the motorway now to go to Gulliver's, and I am off to go home and start my live stream. But yesterday, let's talk about what's happening. So the time of this video is the 16th of Feb, and on the 14th of Feb, obviously it was Valentine's Day. We had a great Valentine's Day in Hebden Bridge. We luckily did not get rained on. It was actually really good weather, and we went around Hebden Bridge. It was good fun. There was a lovely little village. There was a few little corner shop market things and stalls and all these kinds of just really cute, quaint little village in the UK, in the Pennines, with all this really cool stuff going on. And it was really nice. And Valentine's Day was great. I picked Helen up in the morning with her roses, and you saw that in the video. There's a whole video uploaded of what we did on Valentine's Day. I made us a meal. It was good fun. It was really good. I really liked it. We really enjoyed ourselves, and it was a great Valentine's Day in general. And then on top of that, the next day, the 15th, which was yesterday for the time of recording this video, I picked up Helen. Me and Helen went from mine and we went to Bury, which is a little place not far from us, a little town. Really nice, few little shops there. Met up with our friend Charlotte in Smith's, and we had a walk around with her. Went to this place called the Millgate, and we went around this shopping centre. Now, in this little shopping outlet place, the Millgate in Bury, there was a few little shops, and found a new Pokemon shop, which was really cool. And we got a Pokemon video coming out on the main channel pretty soon, actually. I'm looking forward to filming that. That's going to be on the 20th of Feb with my friend Liam from work. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be a laugh. On top of that, we had a really good trip to this escape room place, this place called the Compendium, which we've never been to before, and we smashed it. We completed the escape room. It was fantastic. It went really well, actually. And I was genuinely very surprised with how well it went. So I was very happy to report that we did do a successful run and we did escape the room. It was this asylum-themed room that was pretty scary. It has a really cool little layout to it. Like, you're in an insane asylum and you have to solve puzzles and you have to kind of dig your way out and find your way through these crawl spaces, and very interesting escape room. The Compendium in Bury. Go check them out. They're very, very cool for escape rooms. Can't recommend them enough. We're going to come back and try and do a few of their other rooms as well. But just a good business. Really nice people. Really well staffed, and it was a really good day out. And during this amazing day out of finding Pokemon cards and getting DVDs and going to the escape room and looking in HMV and stuff like that, just a really nice day. We went to the range and we made like a funny YouTube short about this sofa that we found for the new house. So we just had a really nice little laugh and a good day out, and it was all good fun, basically. And it was actually quite funny because whilst Helen and Charlotte, our friend Charlotte from uni, who we met there in Bury, they were in the Waterstones bookshop in this Millgate outlet, and I'd found my way into a different shop on my own. I flew solo. I've been working on a few projects. There's a few irons in the fire, as is a turn of phrase that I like. We've got a lot of stuff coming up. Obviously, you guys were really transparent with you guys about the housing situation. Me and Helen have tried to buy a house. It's been obviously a big marathon to do, because in the UK, buying properties is very difficult, as it is probably everywhere else in the world too at this point. It's very hard to be a property owner and to actually have your own house. But we're trying our best, and we've been looking, and we've done a lot of the house buying journey so far. And we're now at that final finish line. It's literally just a case of us right now of waiting for our sellers' solicitors to get in touch with us and just confirm everything is good and that they're happy with everything and that they're happy to sign off on what comes next. That's it, basically. We have to wait for the solicitor to do their bit of signing off, and then we're good. The completion date could have been sooner, but again, it was not in our hands. The decision of that came from our solicitor, or more importantly, their solicitor, and unfortunately, there was just not a grand bit of difference we could make to that. We just have to be very patient and wait for things to come through, and it's the waiting game that we're in right now, unfortunately. But I found this shop in the Millgate, and it was good to go in, because I've been looking at things and I've been working on a few projects and stuff like that for a long time with Helen in mind, and I'm trying my best to get something quite important sorted out, and it's quite an expensive project. But me and Helen are coming up to our 9-year anniversary this year. Around our 9-year anniversary, a little bit before it was in May, we're going down to London. We've booked it. We're going down to London for one night, and we're going to go and watch this Broadway show of Beetlejuice, the musical Beetlejuice. We love the movie. We love both of the movies. We watched the second one in the cinema with our friend Danny and Neve, and oh my god, it was good fun. It was a laugh. It was a really funny film, and we really liked it. And with the musical, we've been following on YouTube for a long time. Me and Helen know nearly all the songs word for word at this point, and we've booked it for around our anniversary. So that's what we're kind of going to do. We're going to do something obviously on our anniversary if we can try, but the big thing that we spent money on this year for our anniversary is to go to this musical down in London, the West End version of Beetlejuice. It's come from Broadway in America. It's going to be on in London. And what I've been working on, obviously like with Helen, is the housing project stuff to keep you guys up to date with. But there's a project that I have which I have to do on my own, and I've had very little input from Helen, but she has, at my request, she's put a lot of input into suggestions for things and pointing me in the right direction and stuff like that. And this project has been probably my most expensive that I've taken on, but it's something that's going to last me forever, so it's important to do it. And yesterday in the Millgate, the day after Valentine's Day, in the same month of Helen's birthday, going into our 9th year as a couple, I was able to tick off a pretty big ticket item, and I am very excited about it. I made note of it on the Tom Origins channel, on my memory wall, the community tab that you have on YouTube channels, because I wanted to go look back in a year's time at this specific time and look back on what I've done and remember the day I did it. And it's definitely the first domino in a chain of events to get us to a pretty interesting stage in our relationship. And there's a lot happening. Like, the house is going to be expensive, so obviously I needed to get it done before we made the move to the house. I've just started, well, in September I started my full-time job, and I do that alongside my YouTube, so I'm getting money off YouTube. I've recently been selling quite well on Vinted, so I've been getting money off Vinted. I've been getting money off my full-time job that I do Mondays to Fridays. So I've had a bit of extra money, and I've been watching some Martin Lewis money-saving expert TV programs and reading online and checking in with my money, because I never grew up with good responsibilities about money. Maths was always my weakest strong point anyway, And I was always part of the lifestyle that my family, because my family have all been self-employed, they've all worked for themselves, they've never worked for a boss, they've never been part of waiting a month for your monthly pay packet. They just make the money when they make it, and they just spent it when they spent it. They didn't really have many strategies for saving and investing and earning money. They just kind of earned it and spent it, and that's how I got brought up. So when it was my birthday and I got pocket money or birthday money, I would spend it. I wouldn't think about saving it. And then when I was 11, I did a TV show where I made £1,000, and I did some TV acting as a child actor, and I made £1,000. It was on CBBC, which is like a kids TV program here in the UK, like a network, and I made £1,000, and then I got a few more kickbacks from royalties and stuff, and I made a bit of money from it. And then I did acting work, like extra work and stuff, which I made a bit of money for, and I didn't really invest it, I didn't really save it, I didn't really look after it too well, because I was a kid and I didn't really understand much about money, and my mum and dad never really had these conversations about money with me. It was just kind of earn your own money, spend your own money, it's up to you, do what you want with it. But then I met Helen's mum and dad, and these two have had decades of work experience working in the banks, working in different banks around the UK and for different branches and stuff. And they taught Helen and her sister a lot about finance, about how to save, how to invest, what bank accounts you should have, who you should be banking with, what rewards are out there, what offers are out there. This whole side of money that I never understood. So when I went to university with Helen and I got the most amount of money I'd ever seen in my life, Helen helped me organise it really well and helped me leave uni with more money than I went in with. I think I went to uni with about £50 in my pocket and I came out with a few thousand. So I'd done something right. And then I got my ISA, which has helped me with my house and my lifetime ISA and things like this. So it was all a learning process for me about how to save the money. Because earning the money, you get a job, you earn your money, but it's then what you do with your money is what's difficult. People will spend it, they'll lose it, they won't invest it correctly, and you get yourself in this predicament then where you are stuck in a way of not really having a lot of profit left over because you've blown it all, or you've not invested it right, or you've not looked after it right. So it was a good learning curve, and Helen helped me learn a good amount of money maths and skills when it came to earning and saving money. And I've been able to use those skills as well as new skills that I've looked into and watched online and got information from to actually invest in a item that is a big ticket item. That's something that I needed to purchase, and it was something that I'd always have to keep an eye on having at some stage. And I'm glad that I have it and I've invested in it. Wow. 2 fire engines. Well, I hope everyone's okay. But yeah, I've been able to go and do something pretty big. A big bucket list item has been ticked off, and I'm very excited because it's now a peace of mind that I can rest on, and I'm not too stressed about, and I'm happy that it's sorted, and now I can start looking forward to planning the next stages of it, because it's this big domino effect. Like I said before, it's this big project that I've been working on. There's sort of 3 pillars to things I'm looking forward to in the future, and getting the house sorted was the first one, getting the second thing sorted is the next one, and then the third one we can talk about later down the line. But I'm just very excited, and I did it, and it was something that I've had in my head for 8 years of wanting to do it, finding the right way of doing it, and I've just never been in the right financial position to do it, and I have. I've done it through hard work, in work that I'm not really happy with sometimes, and earning money and saving it and being clever and learning tricks with money and learning how to be smarter with my money. I've pulled something off that I thought would be a dream to do, and now I've made it a reality, and I'm really happy with it. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to keep you guys behind the scenes and keep you guys in the loop and start working on this sort of secret project and bring you guys along for the ride, because that's what YouTube to me is all about. It's making memories. That's what this channel's about. It's never been about views. It's never been about subs. I've got 2 other main channels. I've got the Lego channel, which we're nearly ready to get monetized for and get money for, and then we've got the Tom Origins channel, which is my main channel, which makes all the money, and a big part of that community. I'll say this more later down the line, but a big part of my YouTube earnings have gone towards this. So every penny I've ever earned of YouTube's gone into this. Every penny that I've earned from doing my other jobs go into this. So it's been a big team effort. You know, without people watching my videos on the main channel, I wouldn't have any money coming in. So it's important to say thank you to those people for helping me, and the viewership that we get over there is great. And when we get the new house, who knows, this channel could shoot up in subscribers when we start doing DIY videos and home decor videos. And I want to try and when we get the house, Helen's going to want to take control creatively in a lot of aspects, and I'm happy for her to do that. I'm more than happy for her to make a house that she loves, because to me, I'd live anywhere with her, but women really love to make a house a home. And Helen is especially like in shops looking at pillows and duvet sets and bedding and couch stuff and pillows and cases and all this stuff that I wouldn't think of. How she wants the kitchen to look and the bathroom to look, and she's got an eye for that. And if she's got an eye for it, I'm going to just stand back and support her. I'm just going to stand back and watch her do what she does best and help her. And it's going to be really exciting. And then that's what I mean. I could just enjoy filming her. So make a video series of Helen designing the kitchen, and that could be 3 or 4 videos long. And a series of her designing what she wants to do with the garden or the living room or the bedrooms and stuff. And it's like, I can film all that for her, be it like a behind the scenes camera person. And for so many years, because of the separation, we've spoke about the coming out of uni and being in 2 separate postcodes and having to spend the last 4 or 5 years apart, basically, only seeing each other for holidays and weekends and stuff like that. She's not been able to be as active on the Helen channel, and she makes up half of the channel. She is Helen, she needs to be on the channel. So having our own house, having our own filming locations is going to be great, because then I can sort of pass it over to her in a way. I can be the camera person and the lighting person and make sure the videos look great, but I can say, Helen, take it away, this is your video now, this is how Helen's designing a bedroom, so talk us through your ideas, talk us through your designs, talk us why you made your choices. And like, director to be in a house making video, and to have her on the channel and feature on the channel in a more permanent residency is what I want, because it's her channel. I've been carrying it because it's been me in the cars doing the car vlogs, doing the behind the scenes videos and things like that, because I've been on my own and have missed her, and I turn the camera on and it helps me deal with the fact that I miss her. And to have her in the videos is the goal. This is what we want. We want to essentially make Helen the host of this channel eventually, and I just do the behind the scenes stuff, like the editing and the filming and the camera stuff. Like, I want to help her be front and center on the channel a lot more. And when we move in together and we have the house project to really start rocking rolling with, she will take full lead, and I'll sit back and I'll enjoy watching her take charge and do what she does best and turn our beautiful house into a home. And I'm looking forward to it. And I think you guys are too, because I've had great feedback from people, and we could start our own little following on this channel when we start getting the ball rolling with the house, and you guys can see the house on the inside and how we're going to look after it and secure it and make it look beautiful and decorate it. Like, you guys want to be behind the scenes for all that, and it's going to be interesting. It's really exciting times. And the whole point of getting older, and a lot of people freak out about getting older, they don't like it, they don't like celebrating certain ages or knowing that they're coming up to a certain birthday. I get the idea can freak you out if you think about it too much, but ultimately for me, this is entering the stage of your life now where you get to take the driving, you get to sit in the driving seat. For so long you're told you've got to go to school and do your homework and be stuck in this routine and do stuff that you're not happy about because you're a kid and you have to kind of follow the loop and do all this. But when you're an adult, you have adult money, you have adult time, you can do your own stuff, you've got a few more skills, and you can learn some new skills, and it's like there's a lot more that you can actually get away with doing, and a lot more you can actually achieve. So I think there's a possibility that you've got to be positive in that way of looking at it and thinking, yeah, I've got freedoms now that I didn't have before, that I can go off and enjoy doing. And that's what I've been doing ever since I turned 18. And I looked forward to uni, and I loved uni. Uni was the best time of my life. Not even from an educational point of view, just from a genuine life point of view. Uni was the best. It was 3 years of therapy. That's how I saw uni. Through going through a pretty rough time in high school and going through a lot of bad mental headspaces, uni to me was 3 years of therapy. And it was incredible. It was really good. It made me feel so much better. It recovered me in such a big way. and it made me see clearer and focus on the future in a better way. And actually now I look forward to birthdays, and I look forward to celebrating things, and I look forward to it all, because ultimately that's what life's about, looking forward to things and making things happen. No one's going to help you. No one's going to, I mean, people can come in and assist, and they might offer an advice or whatever, but ultimately it's your life. You've got to do what you want with it, and to make it as good or as bad as you're going to make it, it's up to you. It's in your hands. And I want a good life for me and Helen moving forwards, and I want to make things happen, and if I can make them happen, I will. And that's what I've done with this thing yesterday, and I'm really excited about it. I can't believe I've done it. It's been a bucket list item of mine for so long, and to get it done was such a big pressure and a big amount of stress, and I've done it. I've actually pulled it off. I've actually done it, and I'm over the moon that I've done it, and I'm so proud of it, and I can't wait to share more in detail, but I have to be careful. I'm rubbish at surprises. I'm rubbish at sneaking things into videos, because I struggle, because I get too excitable and I want to tell people and get it all out of my system. But it was just so good. It was, honestly, we have had the best 2 days back to back. Like, it's been great. Been really good, and I really can't wait for Helen's birthday. I'm so excited because I've planned it to a T. There's such a good idea behind it. It makes sense what we've done. There's a few little Easter eggs and nods and things in there that are quite cute and funny that I think you guys will appreciate, and you'll see it all unfold here. So if you want to, you can hit that big red subscribe button, follow along, join in our family, join in the Telling channel, and be part of making wholesome life content. It's not exactly a family channel, it's not exactly a vlogging channel, it's just more about documenting two people's life as being high school sweethearts who become homeowners, who buy homes and then move on to other things, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, and I hope you enjoy it. So please subscribe if you want to. There's absolutely no pressure, but if you like this type of content and you want to stick around for some more of it, if you actually have got an eye for any sort of home furnishings or decorating, please join the channel, because I'd love to have some people in the comments who I can ask suggestions to, and they respond back with ideas. So if you are into decorating houses, if you like painting and decorating and doing cool DIY stuff, please subscribe, because we need people like that in the community. We need people like that in this channel's forums to help us in the comment sections, to help us make decisions, and to give some creative ideas towards what we can do with our future house. We'd like that a lot. So please, if you could, be so kind to pop in there some suggestions. I'd highly appreciate it. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, and peace.